Hey guys, Thomas here from lowbackpaincenter.com. Okay, so this is the gluteus medius muscle, the king of the golf swing, right? And these are the guys that we really want to get activated. If you have low back pain, that pain is actually causing gluteal amnesia. So your gluteus medius and your gluteus maximus are not turned on. And so we're going to get these guys turned on. And this is such a cool exercise because we're going to do this in a way that will reciprocally inhibit other muscles and allow us to get zeroed right in on the gluteus maximus. Do not get frustrated when you do this. It's a difficult thing to learn. I recommend that you guys get in touch with me and I'll help you through it. But I'll show you the strategies here. It's super cool. So we get you down on the ground. Okay. Now, ideally, I want my leg here from the knee down, my leg to be almost straight up and down, just so that we can keep consistency when we do this again, right? But if you have knee problems, it doesn't have to be straight up and down, okay? But it just allows me to always be consistent with the movement. Now, so many people, when they do this, I see a lot of strength coaches and even physiotherapists get people to do this. They don't know what they're doing. They just get the people to lift up and they figure that's good. And they'll even say, okay, how long can you hold that for? Not even paying attention to what muscles are working. I can completely do this without using my glutes. My hamstrings are perfectly capable of working along with my erector spinae and extending my hip, okay? But we want to rewire the workings, that movement pattern, and get the brain to realize the gluteus maximus is the #1 extender of the hip. So what I'm going to get you to do, you're going to lay here, completely relaxed. Now, the important thing to remember is you're not a light switch. You're not on and off. You're a dimmer switch. And so I slowly want you to just squeeze your butt cheeks, okay? You're not moving at all. You'll notice I'm not going like this when I squeeze my butt cheeks. If you do that, you'll hurt your back, first of all, because I just did. But also, you're not going to be doing the movement properly. So you're just squeezing your butt. You're just clenching it. Imagine you're trying to keep the ace of spades in your gluteal fold in your butt cheek. You're just trying to hold it like a card in there. And just practice turning those guys on and off. It's not a harsh, very tight contraction. It's just light, just learning how to control those guys, okay? And this can take some practice. Now, once you're able to contract these guys and not have any movement in your pelvis, what I want you to do then is just slowly lift your hips up, right? And you'll see my hamstrings are loose, right? As you come up, hamstrings are loose. If you come up and your hamstrings are tight, that means you're using your hamstrings. Now, I want you to just use your glutes, okay? So practice just squeezing your butt cheeks, just using your glutes, hamstrings are loose, right? And I can actually hold myself with one leg and keep my hamstrings loose. That's taking a lot of practice. If you can't do that, we can use reciprocal inhibition to turn the hamstrings off. So by activating the quads, we'll turn off the hamstrings through reciprocal inhibition. So what I want you to do is try to push your toes out like that, but don't actually let that happen, but you're pushing your toes out. That will activate these guys and keep these guys off. Now again, you're not a light switch. You're not bang, bang. You're not really tensing up. You're just trying to activate these guys a little bit and keep those guys loose. This is going to take some practice. I encourage you guys to email me as you try this and work through it, because you probably will need some tips, and I'm more than happy to help.